Hi. Oh, I hate when I do that. I keep doing that. It's a mixture between nerves and excitement. It ends up being who knows? Welcome back, My Bully Podcast, a podcast focused on beating the hell out of your negative voice. I'm in this t-shirt and my do-rag's on because I'm literally doing this after the fact. After the fact, I'm watching it back, the episode I just recorded, and said, hey, I actually didn't say hi. I didn't do an intro. So I'm doing the intro now. And if you know me, I don't like editing and making it seem like I had it all figured out, because I didn't actually. And obviously, as you can see, I'm wearing 3 different outfits in this episode. I probably should take the do-rag off, just because I want to breathe. My head is big as it is, and with the do-rag too tight, I was throbbing. Anyways, welcome back, My Bully Podcast. If you're here for the first time, what's good? This is how I am. This is how I come, and this is how I will never not be, because Norense is Norense. And I hope you are you, and thank you for being here with me. If you've rated, reviewed, subscribed, listened to this podcast, shared anything, it means the world to me, because what we're doing here is big. It's actually big. Overcoming, beating the hell out of that negative voice that causes you to stumble and not move forward. Shut the hell up and move forward by silencing that negative voice. Separate the voice, fight, and fend the voice off. Let's get into this week's episode, shall we?
Bro, this is me in real time. I'm literally laying back right now, and now I'm recording it, but I don't care. I don't know. It's recording, but I don't feel the need to look at the camera, even though I'm looking at the camera. Oh, sit up, bro. Sit up. I'm looking at this screen. I come on here with a monotone kind of tone because literally this whole morning I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I tried to get in the Word. It's Easter Sunday, and, listen to other stories about Easter, whether it's John, Matthew, just get the context of Easter. So before I go to church, I kind of have that in. I have my mindset on that. But, there's 2 services for church. Your mind bully causes you to be a shell of yourself and in your own head on Easter. Yesterday, April 8th, was my parents' 34th birthday, not birthday, but I guess it is the birthday, like the birth of their marriage, wedding anniversary. And that was special because I got to spend time with not only them, but my siblings that came over late, as they shouldn't have, which was also a thing. Like, they came at like 7, and my parents, how they like to do holidays, everybody comes to the house and spends the whole time just around each other, which should be the case. And if you're listening, Bosanetin, I'm calling you guys out. And we got to spend time together, watch the movie, talk, those type of things. But then even with that, your mind bully has you on something else. That whole time, I'd be lying if I said, oh, I know I have an episode on my thoughts right now. I know I got to do an episode, even though I should be present with my family right now and enjoy literally something that's beautiful, 34 years of marriage that, God's hand has been on their life to make me like be present, but your mind bully has you on something else. But I was still there. I tried to force myself and force my body there. Friends were like, oh, let's go out. No, I thought, and I knew that it was right to be there and just to be a symbol of love and peace and joy and together and unity in that moment, obviously for your family, because again, life is so short. You don't know when those moments will, how many more moments you have. Not saying, oh, God forbid things happen, but you really don't know how many more of those moments will happen. I get married. They get married, my sisters, and we go here. A lot of times we neglect the small, the mundane kind of time, even though that's not mundane. Anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about doing this podcast. But then as we go on and we watch the movie, I'm having a good time. This morning comes around and I'm like, yes, Easter. I'm in my Easter mode, but I'm like, okay, I know, God, I need to do this episode at some point. So it's like, I have time before I actually go to service. 6 a.m. I woke up. I'm locked in. I'm doing the right things. I'm learning and I'm energizing my mind about Easter, what happened, the different stories, the different point of views, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, the Gospels. I'm in that mode so that when I walk into church, get the message, come back, do the episode. And literally, I'm still here. It's 10:30. And there's 2 services that I was going to go to, the 9 or 11. And literally the only reason I'm still here because of the 9 It's literally an outfit. I had this outfit that I was going to wear, the salmon shirt with this kind of brown shirt. It sounds gross. Don't get me wrong. It sounds terrible. But it was like this overcoat and I was wearing like slacks and then these white shoes. Looks good. Pancake collar. The collar kept going down. I kept going like this, putting starch on the collar. Iron, iron, iron. By the time I keep doing that, now it's about 8:15. I'm like, okay, about 30 minutes away. I got time to make it. I can make it. I can make it. So I lay the shirt down, put that iron to that little pink salmon shirt, and I know I get right. It comes to be 8:30 now, and I just go out because this is the thing. When you're wearing an outfit in a dark room like this, I'll touch on that in a second. When you're wearing an outfit in a dark room, sometimes you got to go outside to see what it actually looks like. See sunlight hit it, and you're like, oh, I like this, or oh, hell no. Let me walk my little butt back upstairs and find something else. Well, I did the latter. I walked my little stupid ass upstairs and found something else after I saw, yeah, it ain't it. It was it, but it's not Christmas. Christmas, Easter, you got to come correct. You feel me? Easter's best, Sunday's best. Everybody in the city there, one, not for just that, but for yourself. Hello, Resurrection Sunday. He's risen and his spirit is in you. So act like it. Hold it with your chin, chest high. Anyways, chin, chest high. I just talk. Anyways, so I walked upstairs, found something else, and now it's like 8:45. I could still make it, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to be sweat stains on my shirt, sweat beaming down, running into service, missing worship. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to just take my time, chill, and now I can record the episode in between because, oh, yes. And then in the second service, I could be peaceful. Nothing's being on my mind. After I can mingle, not run home, get in my car and just do the episode. No, I could just have peace. So I thought this was what I was doing. And then I'm watching different sermons on here, obviously writing because I don't know, during Sunday, I like to listen to different sermons, listen to different things. So I'm listening to different sermons. And then I'm like, okay, this is a great time to write right now. This is a great time to set up my lighting, set up the camera. And so I did. I set up the camera. I wore 3 different shirts because I'm like, I always wear black. I hate wearing black. So I went with a white shirt. I had the salmon shirt on. I was like, no, this is not a vibe. So I just put on a black shirt because this is all I know. And then it's kind of dark outside. And the other videos that I've done, it was brighter, not that dark. You know, it's Easter and I don't know why it's been cold and dark in Texas, whatever. And so I put this lighting together and this is my current place now. Pissed off, frustrated, tired, upset because the lighting isn't exactly how I want. So I go on TikTok and I'm going, YouTube best lighting setup. And I'm scrolling. And I'm like, oh, influx of information. It's just like, too much. And I'm like, okay, I don't have enough to say. I won't have clarity of thought, clarity of mind, clarity of anything. If I go on here and I just do the episode when I'm just thinking of so many things, I got to, after this, press pause, go to church, come back. My mind, Billy, is winning at the moment. And I don't even like saying that, but it's essential to acknowledge that. I can't even spit it out. See, it's essential to acknowledge that. It's essential to actually look and pause and be like, okay, listen up, buddy. You're not Mr. Perfect. You keep striving for perfection, even though you're trying to do more and more and more and grow. God knows what you're doing. The Spirit of the Lord is in you. This literally day is in reverence of that, in respect to that, oh, he ascended and now he put it in you. He's risen. And now what did he give you after? The Spirit, a helper. So it's on me to actually lean to the helper and not myself. And a lot of times, if you're watching, if you're listening, we get in this rut where we think perfect, plan, go. Like this is, for instance, somebody messaged me and was like, do you have any episodes on heartbreak? I'm going through a tough time right now and I would really need something. And for one, that spoke to me. It told me like, wow, this is actually affecting people. It's touching people, that he feels the need to ask me, little old Norense, do I have episodes, that he wants to hear my voice. I'm like, damn, that's real. That's love. That's God. But then two, it has me like, okay, wait. One, I got to do better about teaching on different things because people ask and people look for it. Two, should I make this episode about that? So I'm reading and writing and studying so many things on heartbreak. Like I gotta have it ready. I gotta have it ready. And three, it's like, you think that you're the answer. I think I'm the answer to somebody else's problem. God put the spirit in me, but me, the container, I am actually not the answer. He is. He's using me, speaking through me. So it's like, why do I think that I have to go to me without going to him? I went to him, but it's like I go to him, but still have me on my own mind. My own mind belief wants me to do it in my way and write and plan. And boy, you better pray, wipe your hands, know that you put the work in and speak because it'll bless someone that you didn't even need or think about. Because that's how this works. I usually say, I don't know. I know because about this podcast is the journey within the climb. Wherever we're going, the mindset, how we get there is what we're doing. I don't want to showcase a finished product on here. I always say that. I always go on this rant, but it's the truth. So many people watching, so many people listening, they want to see quotables or 1, 2, 3. I say they want to see. That's my mind belief. Again, who said they want to see that? Who said they want to see that? Who said they chime in for that? Who said they chime in for a lesson? Or they chime in to hear your unique voice, Norense. Your unique voice is good enough. It's good, not enough. It is enough. It's great enough. I'm helping myself right now because, again, my mind belief tells me all these different things. And what I see and what I hear is not what you see or what you might hear. You might hear something that blessed you, that touched your life, that you need to hear, that, whoa, like that was powerful. I might see it. Nope, I didn't get it. I didn't pinpoint this point across. I'm stuttering over my talk. I didn't have clarity of thought. I didn't piece it together. I didn't articulate myself. Yes, there's room to improve. But it's like the fact that I'm showcasing the improvements made along the way that you can go back in the past and see, oh, okay, yeah, he's made a lot from himself to get to this point. That, oh, it's actually courage to showcase the journey and not edit, go back, edit. It's actually courage to say, well, this is what it is. Knowing that builds connection, that builds trust, because literally everything I will share it on here. I say that all the time, not because, oh, I want to show that I think it's true strength and true life. It's real. Somebody just showing and saying how they go through things, what they go through, what they think through, and then what they do despite of what they think about. I'm like charged up. I'm like, this helps me out. I write a lot. As you see, I write, because I think when you write something, it's clarity of thought and it helps you. But then again, for this podcast, now that I have a podcast and a voice and something that people listen to, I'm like, okay, let me go back to my other writings. What did I say there? Okay, I should say that. And then the one-liners, I'm like, ooh, that'll get them good. That's the one. That's the one. And then I have writings everywhere. Writing. Like I look like a madman in here because I'm writing on everything. Writing on a tissue paper, a toilet paper. Like if I hear something, oh, I got to write it. Ooh, I said that. Like, bro, chill. A lot of times in our lives, we can do that with money, our resources, our vitality, our energy. We think, oh, I got to save this because this is the best it's going to get. Survival mode, survival. No, we weren't made for survival. You're already surviving. It's on service. It's about caring about somebody else, pouring about somebody else's life. And then boom, that gives you something like, damn, like I've been trying to do it one way. And literally through serving and pouring into other people's life, that really helped me with the thing I'm trying to do. I'm speaking literally directly to myself because a lot of times I got to write and read on this subject and research this subject. And I'm like this and I'm like this. The moment when I stop, I pause, I get the hell out of my own way. I talk to somebody else. I serve somebody else. I ask them, how's your day? What you been going through? Oh, let's talk about that. If you need anybody, I'm here for you. I'm praying for you. I'm lending my hand for you. I'm leaning into that. The moment I do that, I find something and I'm like, okay, I can talk about that because I can speak to them or speak on this podcast the way I spoke to them just now. Like I could speak about my real life experiences and not trying to plan and study my whole life. I'm so pissed off right now, bro. It's like, bro, how many times do we get away from that? I'm finally charged. And this morning I was just thinking like, I don't feel like myself, bro. I feel weird. I feel anxious. I feel not nervous, but I just feel like kind of restless because I don't have anything to say, even though I've been studying, I've been reading every single night, binging different things, learning, trying to do the business part of it. Okay, I went to Lubbock and I see opportunities. I'm blessed with, a trustworthy voice. Okay, how do I pitch this to different businesses? Because obviously you're doing something like this. I'm paying a lot of money. I should make income because it takes income to spread this message. One, for many more homes and hearts to feel this message, because I think that it's important for many different guests to come on because they see, okay, that's a big enough message. That's a big enough platform. I love what they're doing on a major scale. I'll get on that. You need funds. And where's the place that I can get the most funds because of the most impact that I've made and the service that I made and the community I made? It's no better pairing than Lubbock. So I'm thinking about it. Okay, how can I talk to them and reach out to them to get this? And I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, I don't have it all. I don't know the answers. And a lot of times I used to be great at this, like reading on business and learning about business, because I'm intrigued by it. To start a business, like a serial entrepreneur, that's me. I feel like that's great. That's cool. And I'm intrigued by that. But a lot of times when we had when you had season, this city to this city, then you had this podcast, then I had a job before. I'm like, okay, I can't even actually read on business because I'm reading on psychology and the different individuals and how to pour in their lives. But I can't read on the different tactics and the tips. And now my budgeting and the stocks I have, everything is just in flux. And now I'm on it because my taxes, I told y'all, that IRS ain't coming for the kid. But now I'm back on business mindset because I'm in a mode where I have time. And I don't know, I just feel kind of anxious on that. Like I'm supposed to know how to do this. I'm a grown man. I'm 27-year-old. I'm supposed to know. Calm your stupid ass down, bro. How many times is that us? We put so much pressure on ourselves to know the next moment, to plan it. Oh, I should have saw that coming because I should have been prepared from the past. Or, my daddy, my mama did it that way. I should be able to do it a different way because I learned from them. Chill, relax. That's what God is for. The next step. You ain't ever going to see up the whole staircase. You ain't ever going to see up the whole mountain. That's what faith is for. Bro, I be pissing myself off, obviously. I'm literally talking. I told myself that I wouldn't talk for so long because literally I'm running late for church. It's 10:40. I got to go. And I'll pick this up after. Bye. Well, I have no idea what to say. And I've never done that before. I've never taken a break in the episode to literally go to church because I was running late. And here's the thing about that. I literally wasn't running late. When I left here, it was 10:40. I thought church started at 11, started at 11:30. And literally on the way there, my heart was racing like, I'm late again. But I needed to do what I just did. And I needed to speak and I needed to get that off my heart, off my mind, off my body because I felt not myself. A lot of times we can get in a rut if you're watching, if you're listening, that you have something so hard on your mind that it only takes one thing. You have to get it out through expression, through speaking it out, calling it out. And I think that literally helped me. I'm so grateful to have a podcast because it helps me go through the moments in the actual moments. It's not just me after the fact. It's during the climb, during the journey, during the anxiety, the mind bully coming. Even in the episode where I'm trying to pour and serve others, it comes after me every single time. And I know that just speaking it out and helping myself get through that moment can hopefully help somebody watching or listening. If it helps one person, that's all I'm here for. A lot of times when I get behind this mic, you think that you have to touch every single topic known to man because you want to be so helpful. You have a spirit that's geared towards giving and helping and serving, that you want to be as helpful and as, purposeful in what you say or speak or even utter or blab as you can. But a lot of times it's literally specifically for just one person. And if this is just for one person, seeing a guy, literally anxiety comes for me. And time with family, I'm thinking about this. Time with myself, I'm thinking about this. Time where somebody needs me or asks for a suggestion. Oh, a podcast that you help or you touch on this topic. my thoughts goes, oh, me. When those moments come for me, I think it's essential to open the door to my life and say, hey, confidence is actually showing everything that I am and everything that I'm going through. So that actually helped me. And as I was on the way to church, driving up the hill, speeding, literally swerving people off, I was obviously worshiping. Tears came down my face because I'm just like, bro, like, how is that possible? How is that possible? I'm just thinking that how is it possible that you're doing something that's great? And if you're watching, you're listening, you're doing something big for other people, but you literally can't see it. You literally can't see that. You literally can't see what they see. Greatness is hard to see if you're the one that's great. A lot of times, that's why it's so important to hold a mirror up for other people's success. Hold a mirror up to see, hey, you're great. You're actually really cool. What you're doing is actually really purposeful. If you just keep one step, keep going, that your steps are ordered by the Lord. Like, literally, he's never failed you. He never will. Man, it's just, why though? It just poses a question for me. I'm just speaking this out loud. Why can't we see the things that others see? I went to church and so many people were like, man, I listened to your podcast. Man, that was powerful. Man, this time. And I'm just like, bro, imagine, bro. Imagine me as me right now. And I literally can't see that. I can't hear that. A lot of times with a podcast, it's so one-sided conversation, you know, especially if you're doing episodes like this by myself. No feedback. It's so hard to keep and have your finger on the pulse of what this person says and this person. Yes, I try to do my best with Instagram and everything. It just gets caught up. But I think we're before our time in the podcast where it's not as interactive as it could be. And you don't know that you're not the only man in the arena. Like, I'm watching the preacher. I went to Social Dallas. I'm watching the preacher and he's just orchestrating different things. Literally, the title of the message was orchestrated. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I'm not the only man in this whole place. If he's behind that mic on that stage, he's not the only one here. Obviously, it's just like a podcast. You're not alone. And a lot of times I think, man, this isn't purposeful, man. Nobody's listening. Nobody's watching. Despite me seeing the numbers of people watching, it just doesn't feel like it. It feels empty. It feels one-sided. And then sometimes you can't, plan for the next one. You never can plan. And I'm just speaking it out again. I don't know what this title is going to be. I don't care because, again, this is for me. And the way I speak and the way I get topics is I speak to myself and I work through things to myself because all I can do is work for myself and help serve others that way. The Spirit of the Lord is within me, but he works through me. I can't just speak at a lens and just hope the dart sticks. I'm throwing darts and I hope it sticks. No, I got to throw darts at me, my black ass, me, and go through the things that I think about, the things that I feel, and how I behave sometimes because of the things that I think. And that just gives me a thought. I was on Instagram these last few days, every day. I think everybody does. Breathing, gets on Instagram, gets on socials. Don't lie, you do. And at the end of the year, I play basketball. I'm a professional sports player. And with the NBA, guys in the G League start getting call-ups and contracts because it's contractually easier for the big club to, reward the guys for working hard on the little club. And some of my old teammates from the Greensboro Swarm, they got promoted, got big league jobs. And my first thought was like, man, hell yeah, that is so cool. That's so love. Finally, Hornets, finally, if you know, they dropped some money, little frugal asses. Finally, they rewarded somebody for working hard, grinding through their farm system every single day, in practice, in games, on the bus, slaving. Finally, they rewarded boys that understand and know and built the culture up from the ground up. Literally, that's how you're supposed to do an organization. If you have a G League team, work with them, go to the games. Actually, somebody be in contact with them. How are they doing? Have a finger on their development. Anyways, so I was just like, finally, they got a chance. My boy Xavier Sneed got a two-way. Kobe Simmons got a league contract. And I was just like, man, that's actually really cool. Shout out to those guys. But then my mind belief came. The next thought, the negative thought came. And it's just like, bro, the jealousy. And a lot of times, if we're in a competitive sport, a competitive field, probably a job field, this is a job field, basketball, something creative where you want something, you individually would love that, and somebody else gets it, you get jealous and critical and negative, and that voice comes to you. And then sometimes you're like, wait, I thought this, I am this way. I'm a jealous person. Hell no, I'm not. Because my first thought again was like, hell yeah. I literally smiled. I literally started laughing. That's how I am when I get excited. Like, that's really cool. But then that negative voice, that mind bully comes and says, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it more than you do. How could they? What? They did you, bro, shut your ugly ass. Like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying that, these thoughts come and you can't stop them from coming. No matter how noble you think you are, thoughts of jealousy can come your way. And I literally had to just turn off my phone or get off the app. I'm like, bruh, I don't know why this is coming heavy right now. Obviously, I feel great that they're doing it, but this negative voice keeps coming because I keep seeing other guys. And I'm like, bruh, I'm better than him. Why is he? I'm better than him. And then you start comparing. So I was like, oh, hell no. Nope. And a lot of times, if you're watching, if you're listening, it has nothing to do with the individual. It has nothing to do with the individual. It has something to do with literally the thing. And a lot of times we have our minds tracked on planning things for ourselves. And if I do A, I should get B and then C and then D. And you plan it in your way. That ain't how life works, brother. If you watching, if you listening, this is not how life works. And it's on you to face that reality that, hey, no matter how you feel in this moment, fix your feelings, focus your faith. For me, I'm a Christ follower, believer, tongue-talking, Bible-toting believer. Hell you talking about? I go by the word, my foundation. That's all I can do. Again, I speak to me on this podcast. And to me, bro, get the hell out of your own way. It don't matter how you feel in this moment. It don't matter the thoughts that are coming your way. Thoughts come because of the light that you have. Wanting to take your focus off that and, oh, bruh, shit, they did me wrong. Somebody, no. Because a lot of the times when we go through this tension time, this in-between time, this transition stage, maybe you might be moving, new job, you're searching for a job, you're unemployed, like me right now, or you just want to become something else or want to do something great and you feel stuck and stagnant in what you're doing. Or you've been in the mundane for a year, just the same old, yep, good salary, good life, good husband, good wife, good girl, good boy, good everything. But nothing feels purposeful. Nothing is exciting. It's just boring. If you're in that stage, you're just wanting to get there and you're seeing people excited, have fun with their life. And you want to get there, not knowing that's their highlights. That's not actually their real life. That's another story, but you just want to get there. Take a step back, breathe. Because a lot of the times what you go through, it's not even for you. But you're the one going through it to help somebody else. Case in point, this podcast. I was going through hell. If you looking at, I'm blinking like 100 times. I was going through hell in Germany. Hell. And everybody back home thought, bro, that boy living it up. He taking big pics by the goddamn. No, I wasn't. Lockdown, 9 p.m. curfew, in there in the fetal position, just worshiping because that's the only way I could get through the day, coming with thoughts, the negative thoughts coming, from the past or, my family members would have loved to watch me play and they passed. They saw you at Texas Tech. How could you? You're not shit. You're insignificant. You got to keep working to get to this level. Now you got to this level and you tore your hamstring and you're without the team and you were out the game you love. And this coach is saying negative things, probably racial slurs and Dutch every single day. And he's saying, you don't wear do-rags every day. So you take off the do-rag to just try to fit in. Hey, you can't listen to music. So you come in there as a shell of yourself, not yourself. And then at the end of the day, you leave ending like somebody else going back home. I just feel closed in, like there's chains on me. And then you leave the team anyway. So it's like, why did I act like that? Why was I a shell of myself for somebody that literally hated me, that made it a tough time? And now I'm in literally my house, sitting here, looking at the walls, talking to my agent. Like, what am I going to do? I'm in a whole different country, different language, different everything. Without my family, I have nothing right now. I thought of myself to be somewhere else. I thought it was going to be sweet. I come over here, I prove, I go back to the league. Hell no, it didn't work. And now I'm just twiddling my thumbs. If I go back home, I won't have a team. If I stay here, somebody might pick me up because I'm already in shape. And so I'm literally jumping ropes in my 3-story loft, which is nice, but then they got thin walls. So all my neighbors are cussing me out in German. So I'm like, I'm a shell of myself in my own house. I'm a shell of myself in a shell. And so I'm just rocking back and forth, trying to stay healthy, trying to stay in shape. I can't go run outside because it's literally 5 inches of snow, and I'm from Texas, and I bring a big jacket. And my friend that I know that owns a gym is literally not in town for the last month. So I'm just shaking in there. I'm watching fighting videos, boxing air, trying to get in shape. I'm literally in my room on the second floor, just shadow boxing to get in shape, to keep in game shape. Jump roping, doing whatever I can to move my heart rate, just trying anything, pulling straws to stay in the moment, stay locked in mentally. But my spirit wasn't there. I felt like my spirit was bruised. And if you're in a time right now where you feel bruised, where you feel down, where you feel battered, I'm going to sit up and say this. You're not. Well, you are. Or you're not broken. And there's a fine line between bruised and broken. Where you feel like you're at your end's point, popping pills, sedating yourself, not trying to feel the real feelings, just trying to go the next moment to get to the next day. And then when you get to the next day, you open up your eyes, you're like, I literally have nothing to look forward to today. I know exactly what it's going to be. I know exactly how I'm going to feel. I know exactly who I'm not going to see, anybody else but me. How do I get out of this? How do I muster out of this? How do I find something that pulls me to the next moment? How do I find joy in this moment? How am I getting out of this? If this sounds like you, if this feels like you, if this is you, I looked away because that's literally us. Because if it is you, we tend to want to look away and shy away and keep sedating what we're going through. We don't want to look the thing dead in the eyes, go full-fledged after it because we don't know what to fight it with. You see, me, I didn't know what to fight it with. I fought it with words. I fought it with songs. I fought it with pills. I fought it with screaming and crying. Fighting it with those things never turned the tide for me. What turned the tide for me is when I literally got on my knees and went back to my foundation. You know, a lot of the times in our lives, this is Easter, Resurrection Sunday. I'm grateful. I'm thankful that he is forever faithful. He proved that by raising from the dead like he said he would. And he's there like he said he would. He's here no matter if I feel it, like he said he would, like he said he is. And he was there with me all along. I wanted to say like he said he would again, but it just took a moment for me to stop and fix my focus on the right things, on him, on my foundation, because a lot of times we fix and we focus ourselves towards other things when he's been there all along. You know, on this podcast, I don't want to get redundant and say the same things over again. But in this moment, in this podcast, in this day, I just feel the need to relabor that point that he's never left you. He'll never leave you. If today is a symbol of anything, it's that he is what he said he is. You could be confident in that. And he left you with something. Because when he left, he knew it would be tough. Because Adam and Eve, they done broke it. They messed it up. He left you with something. The Spirit. The spirit I always talk about, that's in me, beside me, behind me, through me, living through me. I'm just a container, a green and jolly container right now. I look like the damn Grinch, but I am just a container holding the greater glory that is my spirit, is the spirit. And I just know that the advocate, our helper, our guide, can help us through these moments in our lives if we let it, if we allow it, if we are open to it. If you're at your wit's end and you have no other place to turn to the truth. Because, you know, what do they say? The truth shall set you free. I don't know if this is even before that, but I think it is. Submit yourself to God. Oh, that is it. That's a different scripture. I always do that. Submit yourself to God, resist the devil, and he will flee. Resist, but you got to submit first. Submit to your foundation. Say, God, I don't have all the rules. I don't know how to do this. I'm vulnerable before you, not knowing how to do this, how to speak, how to move. I don't know if I'm even going to touch anybody. I don't know if I even know what I'm doing half the time. I don't know if I can even post this because it's not edited right. It's probably not going to be edited. I'm wearing 2 shirts and I'm going all the way. I don't know. But I know that you're using me for things that I can't even see. You're preparing me for things I can't even see. And we always look at our life so linear, like me, me, me. Nope, it's actually we. And that even if I can't see what I'm going through right now, it's for me to live through it, to go through it, to share with somebody else, or somebody sees the way I'm moving and that shines a light. Literally, today, I always get emotional when I see like stories of, there's this guy in church where basically, long story short, he had a tough time. I think he lost his father. He moved to Dallas. 3 months later, he lost his father. Then he got in a car accident and he lost his car. Came to social Dallas, been working. On Christmas, they said that they felt the urge, the need to bless somebody with a car. They blessed him with a car and he was just in tears. And literally, I was in tears too, because it's like, bro, with that quick story, I didn't tell any of it. I just kind of ran through it. But literally, through the mud, through the mundane, through the tough times in his life, he felt it. He lost his family member. He lost his car. He moved. So many new things coming in. Oh, I don't know. I got a plan. So much tension in that transition, so much unknown. Through the unknown, God knew. I'm going to use somebody to bless and touch your life. God knew. So it's almost like wasting time. Worried about this, worried about this, worried about this. But when you look back on your life, at the real things that you wanted to do and it actually happened, you look back and you're like, dang, I wasted a lot of time. If I do that with Germany, I wasted a lot of time crying and moaning and yes, it's valid. Yes, it was valid. But it's like, if I stayed and strengthened my faith through all that, I could have grew even more. Yes, everything works to the good of those who love him, and I love him. And he that created a good work in me will be faithful to complete it. And is still working in that. And he's still working in me till now. I ain't perfect. I'm close. But all those moments were for a reason, now that I'm saying it. And there's no punchline in this. I'm not going to a point. You know, some episodes are for that. Some episodes are for conversation talk. This is just obviously an everywhere episode. I don't know what I'm going to name it. But I just know that I got something in me, bro, that I need to share. And it's not on having the answers every single moment. Because this is, I feel like, leadership. I don't have the moment. I wish you guys could tell in my head how much work did I do just for me to get behind this and not know anything. And then I start watching and listening to other podcasters seeing, oh, they have notes and stuff. They write and they look at notes when they talk. I literally never do that. I literally just talk. I never look at notes. I never look at anything and I just talk. Maybe I might start doing that if it helps pinpoint points. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's just, I'm talking to myself and it helps me so much, bro. If anything, this is for me. Stay in your own damn lane, bro. Please stay in your lane. God's going to move through you, bro. Please. And you want to help everybody. That's noble. But know that you helping them will never touch the level of God helping them through you. So why don't you sit there and be like, good, help me. I don't know. I'm vulnerable enough to say that. I humble myself before the Lord. He's going to exalt me up. He's the God of promotion. He going to move me to the next step. So I'm not going to be jealous of my brother. Does that make any dang sense? I get so mad. And you think, oh, I'm these thoughts. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. No, I'm not. I am not jealous. Yes, I experience feelings of jealousy, but that ain't me. I can separate it. Me versus my mind belief. And when I can separate it, I can face that. I can fight that. I can fend that off. Like, bruh, that ain't me. I'm not agreeing with that. And that's when that comes the tenacity. That's when it comes with the audacious thoughts, the audacity to say, no, that ain't me. I know who I am. The Spirit of the Lord is within me, behind me, beside me, moving through me. Anywhere I go, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm first and not the last. I'm the top, not the bottom. Start calling these things out and then start moving into your life. That's reality. That's what I hold inside of me. And a lot of times it's so easy to be caught up in what's now. And that keeps you stagnant. That keeps you still and frustrated and upset because now, I'm worried about now. And if now looked like before, ain't no telling what later gonna be unless you get out your own way. Your now will create your laters. How do you change your now? How do you change your moment? How do you change the way you think and the way you feel? Okay, you think these things, but then those things aren't you. If you're going through a heartbreak, if you're going through a tough time, if you feel like somebody wronged you in any type of way, I'm gonna ask you a question. What does somebody else, or what they did to you have to do with you? Think about that. There's so many times we go through life and we think, man, they left me. I am not good enough. I am insignificant. I am obviously unworthy of love and any type of kindness and any type of care. I'm unworthy because somebody else left you. Somebody else got out of your life. A lot of times we don't look at it, or we look back on our life and we realize, okay, that was a blessing. I learned a lesson in that they got the hell out of my life. Thank God. A lot of times we don't realize that we're literally not the only ones in our story. There's other people in our story. There's other people going through things. There's other people battling things, trying to run away from themselves, honestly. So many people live in a life that they're running away from the things they're actually going through, and they're chasing, they're running, they're going after different things, and it causes them to hurt the real people that are there and down for them in those moments. That has nothing to do with you. If you get back and you sit there and you take moments of introspection and you're like, okay, why do I feel this way? Have I always felt this way? Okay, what are the traits that I do have? What are the things that I do have? What did I try to do in that relationship? What do I know that I did in that relationship? Okay, I used to make her bed every morning. I used to cook her breakfast. Okay, not the things, not the actual things. Let's look at the traits of those things. Oh, I'm actually caring. Oh, I'm actually a loving person. Oh, I'm actually like somebody that cares about pouring into somebody else's life. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I know that my intentions were right. It didn't work right. Okay, God is still with me like he said he would. And he said he wouldn't leave me. Like, I know that. And I know that, even if I feel like I'm lonely, that he is there with me. So I'm not lonely. There's a lot of times our focus is on what left instead of what is there, what is now, what is constant, what is a thing that will never change. It's all on your focus, and it's all a life of choice. We choose. You choose to focus on, man, that left me, what I lost. But you never choose to look at what's left or what's never left, what's been there the whole time. On this Resurrection Sunday, it should be a reminder, a true confidence that you have to know he ain't never left and he never will. Man, in church just now, there's something I just stumbled up on, and I was just speaking. I can't remember what I was saying. I was saying, my steps are ordered by the Lord. I said that like 100 times, probably more than that. And literally how it works, praise, yeah, the lit and then you sit down, you take the offering. That's when they told the story that had me like, I was in tears. And then worship. And then as worship was going, I literally kept saying that because it had me think of the day. Like before, I was all, I wake up early. Should I go to church? Oh, bad outfit, all this stuff. Literally, I'm wearing something different. As you know, I paused the first episode. I went to church. All this, everything in flux. I'm thinking of so much. Like, but then the spirit just hit me. I'm like, my steps are ordered by the Lord. No matter what happens, no matter what I think. Okay, the mind believes telling me to be jealous of somebody. No matter what, my steps are ordered by the Lord. And I kept saying that. My steps are ordered by the Lord. And I just started tearing up. I'm like, dang, bro, like my steps have always been ordered by the Lord. It's my choice to understand that, to know that, to see that, to have that perspective, because that's the truth. To go back to my foundation, I don't worry about what other people think about me. I don't worry about whatever other people say or see in me. I know the truth about me. And if you think or see it as that, thank you. If you don't, it ain't for you. I'm not for you. Man, bro, keep stepping, bro. No matter what you go through, keep stepping. No matter how you feel, keep stepping. No matter, I'm hurt, I'm bruised, I'm battered, keep stepping. No matter, I feel this way, nobody's with me, keep stepping. No matter, I'm so anxious today, keep stepping, keep stepping. And if you feel like, dang, I can't actually step, keep stumbling forward. A lot of us are down, beaten, battered, upset, crying, emotional. We feel so emotional that we can't even take on counsel from other people because it's like, you didn't go through what I went through, so why would I listen to you? Not knowing that your emotions are getting the best of you. Your feelings are literally hurting you. Feed your faith, not your feelings, because the more you feel good, everything. You can literally sit there and feel until you don't feel anything anymore. Feel. But that's not faith. I think, and I know a lot of us need a new leader. We let our feelings, our emotions be the leader of our life, not our foundation, not our faith, not our values, not the things that we actually care about in this life. Courage. Let's say courage is a value of yours, but you're letting your feelings lead your life. Courage is a value, and you go through tough times and you lost a job and you are dealing with heartbreak or you're jealous of something. Courage is a value of yours, right? But you're letting those feelings, those momentary feelings lead your life. It doesn't make sense because the courage says, okay, no matter if I'm jealous in this moment, I'm courageous enough to step out on what I'm actually doing and not worry about them and keep grinding in what I'm actually do. Okay, they left me, but I'm courageous enough to go after the next, knowing that I want love and lasting love in my life. No matter what happened to me in the past, I know that I have the courage, I have what it takes to go after the next, and not knowing that, okay, even if they look and feel and they're acting similar to the way my ex-girl or my ex-man acted, I have the courage to move and act and try something else, not knowing that not everybody's like that. I don't feed those feelings like, my friends say, marriage is one thing. Nope. I know the courage that I have to find it different and to figure out the truth about the truth in my life, that I can find love and a lasting love and people that care and that type of relationship. It's the courage to do that. Okay, I lost a job, but I know that those traits, whatever they didn't see in me, it wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a good fit that, it just doesn't end here. That I have the courage to, get on LinkedIn and hit up everybody. The courage to get a no and say, the no has nothing to do with me. And actually know, it wasn't a good fit. I can keep working. I can keep going. Not know that it'll lead to something better. Stop feeding your damn feelings, bro. Please. Even I'm literally talking to me. I'm talking to me. And a lot of times we need to talk to us with that stern voice like I am. It ain't no, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Because that's a feeling. But what's the truth? If you look at the truth, we don't have time to waste. We got to get going. Because again, you will still grow and go and you'll still be a winner. But it takes you however long you want to do it. If you want to sit there and sulk, okay, yeah, it's going to take time, buddy. But if you get on it, things start opening up, doors start opening up, you start pushing them. You see your impact on other people's lives. You're like, whoa, like all because of the courage to move. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have a platform where I can just speak at a camera with light, not know what I'm doing, spitting, splatting, literally a outfit change. I literally pause in the middle of this and I have 2 takes. I literally recorded half the episode, not with audio, half with audio. Then I'm going to have to switch and twist the audio. Like, I'm blessed to be able to do all this and it to make sense to me. I'm thankful for that. And if you're thankful for this, if you like this podcast, if you like anything that I do here, and you like somebody visibly, audibly, on time, on target, no strings attached, no thoughts or nothing scripted, if you like somebody facing that negative voice that tries to hold him back in his real moments, tries to hold him back from the next step, if we're climbing that ladder, that voice that tries to keep me stagnant, if you like somebody facing that voice, alive looking at somebody facing that voice, fighting that voice, fending that voice off, my mind belief, your mind belief. If you like an inside look at overcoming your inner critic, beating the hell out of your negative voice, please do me a favor. Rate the podcast. Seriously, it means the most if you rate, if you subscribe. It means a lot. I haven't got one of those in a minute. And that also has my mind believe like, oh, you don't have a subscriber in a while. Maybe you need to pump it out to more people. Maybe you need to actually make valuable content. Maybe this isn't valuable. I didn't do it for likes and clicks and reviews. And yes, I like, and I'm blessed to have an impact. But I know that I'm going to keep doing this message and speaking this out regardless of what I see, because I've never felt great living my life off what I see. My circumstances never did me well. Maybe for a bit, not long term, but to my faith, it's always going to be greater and bigger than I thought it was. When I got back from Germany, I don't have a job. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking, I got a job with Amazon. I didn't see that coming. It's because, okay, I made a choice. I made a decision. Let me fix my focus, find my faith, focus on my foundation, grind. And then I started saying, okay, actually, practically, what does that look like? What do I like to do? Business, all this stuff, read these books, came back. I already had the mindset to that. So I could recognize an opportunity of an Amazon, got the job. If I didn't, I wouldn't have it. And if I didn't have God and I didn't trust God, I wouldn't have it. So a lot of times, even this moment, I'm unemployed. I don't have a job. I would like more money than a G League salary. That's not me. And I haven't been at a place like this in a while where I didn't have a salary. Before I had Amazon paying the checks. Now I don't have nothing. I still got faith in God. He gonna make a way like he always has, buddy. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, the reviews. It means a lot. It means a lot if you rate, review, subscribe. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Peace and love. What they say, you can't. All right, bye.
Hey, Genix, you going off.